Right then, everyone, this is our first Success Story Saturday. Scott, did I say that right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you got it
I
correct.
say like Success Saturdays and all this stuff, and I get confused. We've actually got one of our original students, OG students, Shaun, on the show. And we're going to actually ask him a few questions about how he's done. And first of all, I'm going to get him to introduce himself. But before I do that, I want you all to join our Discord, because we've all had a community from the start. It did start on WhatsApp, but now we've got an even bigger one on Discord. So we're going to put that link in the description straight after, once we've uploaded this video. But Shaun, first of all, thanks for coming on. Hello. I want you to just quickly introduce yourself, just say anything you want about yourself, and then we're going to ask you another question and we'll just get going.
Yeah, well, my name's Shaun. I've been, I think it's about 9 to 10 months now since I first got in contact with you and joined the group.
Yeah.
Roughly around the same time as Scott, a few others in that time frame. And yeah, it's been a wild journey, a wild 9 to 10 months with you. Loved it though. Loved it.
Yeah, that's great. And how old are you, Shaun, again, Shaun?
18.
18.
So, yeah, I started actually just after my 18th birthday. So
just after your 18th birthday, so bang on. So
nice.
You didn't. You actually told PayPal your real age, and you are actually 18.
Well, yeah, maybe.
You got in there. Okay, well, no, that's great, Shaun, and it has been an absolute, such a great journey. You being on board as well. Like, you've talked about so many different things, and you've been a great help to the group. So, first, I want to just go straight in there, with a question about your dropshipping. First of all, how much has the dropshipping business made itself? It's generated, since it started, and then I know now it's obviously getting better. So, can you tell us since it started, and also what you've done in the last month?
Yes, good question. Or questions. So, in total, I've roughly made around 5,000 in profits over the period from starting. Probably could have been more, but we've ran into a few issues, such as the Blue Care Express tracking. Set me back massively. I know it set a lot of people back in the group.
Yeah.
That was a big, hurt, but we managed to get around that.
Yeah, that was good.
And in the last month, as you know, Christmas sales, things have been much better. I've actually had to take on another VA just to handle the sales. I've probably pulled in about $1,500 just off the last month in Christmas sales alone.
Nice.
That's pretty impressive from, not really making a lot at the start, taking my time, and then seeing it all come together, especially now with the Christmas sales, Q4. So yeah, those types of numbers roughly.
Really good.
That's
really
good.
Progressed there, Shaun. That's really good.
Yeah, we can't deny they are good numbers. So now we know how much you have made in the last month. We want to know where it began. So when did you first message John, or when did you get into the group, and how did you get into it?
So I think I first messaged John around March, May, around those months. And I got into it really from starting all the way back at Amazon FBA. So kind of like John, how he started.
Same as me. I was about to say. That's exactly what I did.
I started along that route. I never actually got going, but I spent a good while, spent about 6 months looking into it, developing things. But then I kind of hopped from one thing to the next, this trying to find the right balance of not too difficult to start, but not too easy that everyone else is kind of doing it.
And FBA, I suppose, was one of those things where everyone started doing it. So you probably managed to dodge maybe a bullet in the meantime, because it might be something for you to do in the future. But no, it's clever.
Yeah, and I understood that it was very capital intensive, so a lot of money was required. And obviously, being a bit younger, I don't have that type of capital. So I finally landed on dropshipping around the start of the year. Realized this was it. This was the thing I wanted to be doing. Understood then from messaging you and your videos on your YouTube channel, which were very helpful. And yeah, we just went from there. A few messages, got into the group, and it's
That's
just
the test.
yeah, the test. Watched all the videos on the YouTube channel, and then it's just been updated from there to go to Sale Freaks, and yeah, we've just gone from there really.
Yeah, no, thanks for that, Shaun. And I suppose next question then is, how much do you feel like the help that we've given in the community, the group's given to you, and how that's attributed to your success?
Without, I know you've said this before, is your network is your net worth. Now, it is undeniably true. Without a support network to ask questions, double check things, and people then asking you questions, so it's testing your knowledge, just all this combined, without it, success is 10 times harder. It's the group and the people, Scott, you, Matt, everyone else. I probably wouldn't be sitting here if I didn't have the group. That is almost a fact, because of that. Asking you, asking Scott, double checking things, asking the silly questions to not make the silly mistakes.
Yeah, and you've, I suppose, and thanks for saying that as well, Shaun. And I suppose I've noticed that you're the kind of person now. Other people are asking the silly questions. You've now started answering those questions and helping them as well. So, I appreciate you climb back.
Yeah, you climb the ladder by asking those questions, and then people come in below you. And, you just form a nice bubble then of people knowing things. He might know something you don't. And it's just a massive collaboration, which ultimately leads to, greater success.
Yeah, yeah. I know that when Scott joined as well, he's same as you, but he was like, I couldn't really answer them quick enough. Scott was like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But that was how he operated. And then,
Dave.
That's why he's sitting next to me today doing this.
Yeah, when I first had my first call with Dave, he had a notebook and he'd filled it up with questions, and I was on the phone for him for 3 hours answering all of his questions, and that was just that was out the kindness of my heart as well. And yeah, so but people are like that, and I'd rather people ask me questions than stay quiet. So now we know how well you're doing, Shaun, and you are doing very well. Where do you see yourself going in the next kind of 6 months, going through Christmas into the new year? What are your plans?
That's a good question. So Jono, that my method is slightly different to how other people do it. So I'm more manual, like Sophie. So I order my products manual, but now I've actually switched my 2 biggest stores to auto order, because I've realized that to scale, especially to the levels you, Scott, a few others are at, you can't manual order all those orders. So hopefully in, the next 6 months, I'll have another store too. A lot will be auto ordered and manual ordering, and my VAs might add another one. I've got 2 right now, full-time VAs. Hopefully add another one and be pretty automated. That's what I'm hoping. So customer service, pretty much everything handled. But then I also like to do customer service. I appreciate people giving nice comments. I think it's really nice. And then I like to just help out in general. First thing I do every day, customer service. But hopefully all that be taken off me and 90% be automated. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Nice. And I suppose next thing I want to ask you, Shaun, because all this is amazing. I bet if you take yourself 10 months ago, you saying what you're saying today, probably you wouldn't think that you yourself. You're like, how has this happened? Yeah. What do you feel that's changed for you? What I mean by that is, when you have something that creates opportunities and you look at the world a little bit differently, how has this helped you as a person, developing wise?
It's helped me developing wise because I've massively gained discipline towards things such as the work, because with this, I truly believe the more you put in energy, just attention, focus, everything, the more you get out. So it's allowed me to really focus on something, whereas before I was learning things, but I was bouncing about, as I said. I didn't find that sweet spot where I was like, right, this is where I want to be. This is where my focus needs to be truly. That's where I've landed now, and it's helped all that. And just general things that you need for business and, problem solving, just not necessarily giving up on the first try. I've never been that type of person, but this really pushes that, especially when, as you know, sometimes you come up with a problem, you're just like, give me a break.
Yeah.
But there's always a way. That's what I've realised with this. There's always a way round.
Yeah.
There's a path has been created. That's how I like to look at it.
Yeah.
Path has been created. Yeah. There's a way round things. You've just got to keep on going, and you come to the end then where you are. Scott is, you know.
Oh, I still feel like I'm at the beginning, but I completely understand where you're coming from, Shaun.
Some of the issues that we've had recently have literally taken me weeks to figure out. Weeks.
Scott, I don't know anyone else in the group who's had. I want to joke and say, Scott's had no issues. He's absolutely flying, but he's probably had the most out of everyone else in the group.
Yeah, just constantly pushing boundaries. That's why. Just seeing how much I can get away with.
That's how you grow so fast, is by pushing those boundaries. It's, it goes hand in hand really. And if you can keep on going, then boundaries they're going to keep on raising, keep on going.
No.
And do you think, Shaun, you'll be e-com's going to stay in your blood now? You're going to stay in this kind of industry for a while?
I can definitely see it raising my my blood pressure in the years. I can definitely see that. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think this has got it's found a place now. This is one of my main focuses now for however many years.
It's amazing, and like the fact that you're doing it at your age as well. Like 18, I was just like still waiting for the mate to ring me and go, "Do you want to go on COD and then drink some vodka and then go out?" Like honestly, that's what we were doing at 18. So this is amazing, mate. Honestly.
Yeah, a lot of people are still like that, but a lot of people have woken up and realised that their time's precious. At the younger years, the more you do now, the less you do after.
Yeah, that's really good. I actually had a job at Morrison's at your age, and I was working part time.
Yeah, see, that's what's crazy. I'm 21, and I feel like I haven't done enough to be 21. I'm like, I haven't put enough effort in it when I was 18. I only just started doing it recently, like 19, basically 20. So.
But to make you both feel a bit better then about you guys doing this, I didn't start my first business until I was 27, and I quit my job at 29, and because I just wanted to quit before I was 30, I've got to quit before I was 30. But then I felt lost, and then at 30, that's when I started. So I'm only 2 years into my new life.
You're 40. You're 40, aren't you, Johnny?
Shut up. Come on, man.
But as you can see, you just said no, 30, 2 years, and look where you are now. Just by that, that discipline, that keep pushing boundaries, keep going. Yeah. That's where you end up in relative to life, a very, very short space of time.
Oh yeah, 100%. I felt like I was really late to the game, but I feel really good. Feel really good about getting to this level from when I started. So I really appreciate where I've come. So
that's that's why I'm so excited for eBay Managed Payments. I feel like when it comes to eBay and eBay Managed Payments, when they roll this out in 2021, they're basically restarting eBay for dropshippers. It's all starting again. Everything's changed. Everything's changing. It's going to be a fresh slate, and hopefully we will have a chance to make some serious money, because it is never going to be so different again. I don't think, unless they delete.
Quite what you're saying as well, Scott. But just sorry to interrupt you. The fact that you just said what we're talking about with Shaun, how far he's come, it's about getting over these problems, resolving them. Managed payments is going to scare a lot of people, but yet us and our community are going to be able to resolve these problems and carry on. So like the whole survival of the fittest type idea comes in. I know that's a bit extreme to say that. But what I mean is we're going to be able to overcome these problems and still be in the game where others might not. So our sales may even get better.
I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping for. I do think sales are going to be a lot better for the new users. And now we've had experience in previous eBay, and now it's completely changing. We're going to smash it. A lot of people are going to fail, but we're going to smash it. And so is everyone that's joined our course.
Yay, there it is. There's a plug.
Yeah. No, I totally 100% agree. Exactly like the Blue Car Express issues, everyone that was using that tracking pretty much got put down if they weren't down already, and people were like, "What do we do?" But then, obviously, with the group, with the minds in here, we pretty much got straight away finding ways to get around it. It's going to be exactly the same. People that don't have the support networks, join the community. People that don't have the support networks, they're not going to be able to really figure these things out on their own. They might do, but
you're less likely to. Yeah.
Oh,
much easier.
Sale Freaks would have taken weeks to fix. They already did take weeks to fix that issue, but they would have taken months if they didn't have us, because we were the ones that were nagging them for calls, We had phone calls with the owner of Sale Freaks, and we were telling him about the issue. He didn't even know it was an issue, and then we told him the solution in the same day.
Yeah.
And without that, he wouldn't. They would have taken a lot longer. They would have fixed it, but they would have taken a lot longer because we had about 15 different people putting in their ideas, figuring out what the issue was, and then it was fixed within a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Could have been sooner, but yeah, they were trying to work with BCE. Then I literally said to AD, "Why don't you just do it in house? Do it in house, make your own." It's like, I'll try that. And then he came back with it. It's working. Yeah, good. Yeah.
Yeah, and it works absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And they've got loads of them as well. They haven't even just got one. They've got so many different tracking services now. They work really well.
You guys haven't had any issues with using the tracking
No,
at all?
not at all. I use it on
The only
everything.
issue actually I've had is click and collect, because the tracking doesn't sync up with eBay sending out a message to the customer to say, come pick up your item. So I turned off click and collect with Sale Freaks tracking.
Yes, so have we. We've turned it off.
Yeah, because I saw it happen to other people, and I went, okay, let's just turn it off. So I've turned it off, and then I obviously don't use it with GSP either, just because of the calculation on non-API. That's a non-API issue, my bad. But yeah.
Yeah, non-API, we don't use that either, GSP, but yeah. Well, it sounds like you're doing really well, Shaun. I think we can't fault you at all. I'm glad we've had you on for the first Success Story Saturday.
Success Story Saturday. Yeah, we got that right. Yeah. I'm going to remember this because I'm going to trip over it a few times. But Shaun, thanks for coming on. I want everyone who's watching, please like, subscribe, comment, join the Discord. Definitely join the Discord. We have got a course out at the moment, and that is part of the community. The Discord is free to join, but there's a premium section where we really help people one-on-one. We're offering the first 200 people. Everyone gets a call off all of the mentors. There's 4 mentors. It's me, Scott, Dave, and Tim. Tim's Scott's dad. And we're all going to give 1 call each. So that's 4 calls per person for the first 200 people that join. And we've also got, is it ASINs as well? We can.
Yeah, we have got a premium ASIN group, which we are. We haven't figured out. There's going to be a monthly subscription, and then we basically give you hot selling items every week.
Yeah, but we're going to give that away free at the start as well, so you can have our own hot selling items, like really hot selling items, to get you going, to get you your first sales.